Hello, friends. I am just here with some updates on my life and just some thoughts as I'm going through my 20s and things that I am doing and reminding myself of just to keep myself grounded and to help me through this part of my life. First big change in my life is I am working from home. I'm a nurse, if you didn't know, and I've been working in the hospital since I started my nursing career, maybe like 4 years ago. And let me tell you, it is amazing. For example, I got my first 1 hour break ever for the first time in my life. Now I'm taking an hour-long break. Sometimes I use that break to go to the gym and work out. I can now cook my own meals, so it's easier for me to eat healthy. Been a little bit of a shift in how I see myself as a nurse, and I think a lot of people attach their identity to their job or their career, and I'm trying not to see it like that, and I don't want to view myself as any less of a nurse because I'm not doing in-person work, but I'm still able to help people, and I am able to help myself. Like, isn't that pretty important? If you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people? And so this is at least the right environment for me to thrive, especially having ADHD. It is just the burnout that comes with working in person is so difficult. And so now I'm kind of like working on my desk setup. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But I'm trying to set up like a standing desk that has like a lot of monitor space, because I have to use a lot of different applications for this job, so I'm gonna need like all of those separate windows up at one time when I'm helping somebody. And yeah, I'll make another video on that too once my desk gets here and once I start like figuring out like what I want to do. Other than that, it's been great. I can't complain. The benefits at this job are much better than my other job too. Like, they contribute to like half your deductible's worth to your HSA if you have the high deductible plan, which I've never had before. So I'm just really excited for this job, but also what this job allows me to do and have in my life. The other thing that working from home allows me to do is take better care of my mental health, and it gives me more time to be self-aware and have time to regulate my nervous system. And so I wasn't really able to do that before because I'm always like on the go and always worried about the next thing. And now it's up to me to make sure that I'm keeping up with those habits to help my mental health, like meditating, journaling, seeking help if I need it. It's also forcing me to have to take care of my body, because if I don't intentionally get up and start moving, I am going to be sedentary all day. So there's some accountability that comes with working remotely as far as taking care of yourself. But I think because like where I came from, I wasn't able to do that. It just feels like a pleasure now to do. It feels like, oh man, I don't have to do it. I get to do it. Like I was never able to have that, and so I feel excited about it. So kind of breaking away from that topic a little bit, I've been thinking about having kids. I'm at that age where it's getting close. My body clock is counting down. I feel like weirdly I feel ready to have kids. At the same time, I'm like I don't want to do it wrong or not be in the place mentally, financially, physically to be able to do that. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment right now, and I don't know, I feel like in order for me to have a kid, I feel like I need to be in a house, but it also feels impossible to own a home. My problem with society in America is our culture around having kids and our culture around community or lack thereof. It's very much feels like everybody for themselves, and I'm trying to build my life in a way that I'm surrounded by community and friends and family, and that would allow me to better be able to take care of a child. Because I don't know how people do it. I don't know how y'all do it, especially if you're single. Oh my God, I am scared to have kids and lose myself. If you have kids and you've got tips for me, let me know, because the more the better. But I am still okay waiting on that. I still have a little bit of time. No rush here. So it's just some thoughts I've been having. Next thing, my parents are getting older. My grandma is getting there. She's 80, late 80s. I should know this. And she has been having health issues. So have both of my parents. I feel guilty in a way for not being financially able to carry the load of my whole family. I know that's not realistic, especially in the society with the way that we have to cut throats in order to be able to afford things. But anyway, I'm scared. Maybe I should talk to a therapist about this. With all that being said, I feel at a crossroads because I feel very grateful for so many things in my life. I feel so grateful that I am where I am. I have a stable work from home nursing job. I'm living in an apartment on my own, and I have a wonderful, loving, healthy relationship. I have beautiful friends, and at the same time, I do have anxiety, and I am very hard on myself. I'm working on it, but I feel guilty for almost having these other emotions and other anxieties, because it's like, you have such a good life. Why are you upset? But what helps me is to remind myself that it's okay to feel anxious even when good things are happening. And you're not a bad person for feeling off when things around you are changing. You are not going to know what to do. You're entering uncharted territory of life that you've never been in before. And so just because it might not seem like a big deal to somebody else doesn't mean it's not a big deal for you. And so some advice that I have for both you and myself to take when you're kind of going through transitions in your life and you're in this weird in between is let it go. You're going to feel out of control. You are ultimately in control of your life, but you will feel out of control. It's important to be self-aware and to recognize when your anxiety is maybe building because you feel like things are happening without your say. I like to use routine to stay grounded. So I like to make sure I'm exercising every day, getting sunlight in the morning, eating a well-rounded diet. Another thing that helps me is to talk to somebody. And this could be a partner, this could be friends, this could be a therapist. But it just helps to just talk things out. And it's easy for things to feel a lot worse than they are when it's all in your head. And if you don't let it out, if you don't talk it out, it's going to spiral and grow, and it's going to be overwhelming. And when things are already overwhelming, the last thing that you need is to be hard on yourself. Just remember that if you're feeling lost, you're feeling out of control, and you're not really sure what the next step is or how you'll get to the next step, you're not alone. With that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that some things resonated with you. And if they did, please give a like down below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.